Yeah, hi and welcome to my session at Scottish Summit about Demistify Teams Premium. What is Teams Premium and why it is not Copilot? But first of all, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors here for the Scottish Summit. So thanks a lot for Proximity 3, Low Cordera, Riada Consultancy, and Cubix. Without sponsors, it wouldn't be possible to have such great community events like this. So thanks a lot for your support and sponsoring the Scottish Summit. Next to myself, a short introduction. My name is Thorsten Pickhan. I'm coming from Germany. I'm working as a cloud architect at Glucania. Glucania is a Microsoft partner in Germany, and we are focused on Microsoft Teams technologies and 100% cloud for our customers. I have 20 years of experience with Microsoft Teams technologies. Have focused 10 years ago, I almost focused on Microsoft UC solutions. So did PBX or phone system implementations with Lync, Skype for Business, and nowadays with Microsoft Teams, of course. I'm an MVP for Microsoft Apps and Services since 2021. And you can find me on social. My main focus here is on LinkedIn. I have an own blog. And for all the German listeners, I'm also active on YouTube. So I have a weekly Office 365 quick tip YouTube channel, but also with my community buddy, Michael Plättner, I'm doing a big weekly Talk M365 where I'm talking about Microsoft 365 topics, of course. And I'm happy if you like to connect with me, watch our content there on YouTube or Office 365 quick tip, whatever helps for you to understand and use Office and Microsoft 365, of course. So the agenda for the next, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, we will see. First of all, I will give you an overview about Microsoft Teams Premium and all the add-ons. Not all. Then we are going into the features, not so deep because there are too many of them. And last but not least, I have prepared what's next, so what's coming to Microsoft Teams Premium. And then I would say let's start. As mentioned, we will start with a basic overview about Microsoft Teams, what it is, and what is the story behind it. Microsoft Teams Premium add-on. It is an add-on license for Microsoft Teams, so you need Microsoft Teams, and then you can have it as an add-on license. It was first announced at Microsoft Ignite 2022 in October. Then it comes very shortly to a public preview in December 2022, and the product itself, it went GA, and it is GA since February 2023. So now the product or the feature set of it, it's 1.5 years old. We can see a lot of progress here. We started with a few features. Now there are a lot of them. And the basic idea behind it was to unlock additional features in Microsoft Teams meetings and to offer customization of Teams meetings, make your Microsoft Teams meetings more secure, give you more protection to Microsoft Teams meetings, and smart additional functions. What does it mean? Of course, we are talking here about the intelligent meeting recap. But later, some more slides to this feature. What are the requirements for Microsoft Teams Premium? As I already mentioned, of course, the user itself needs a Microsoft Teams license. In the past, it was just M365 license, but because of the license changes here by Microsoft in the beginning of this year, if you buy new licenses, a new M365 package, be aware that Microsoft Teams is now an add-on, so you need the Microsoft 365 E3, E5 plan, plus the Microsoft Teams add-on when you have greenfield and start your Microsoft 365 journey Right now, if you have the older license stack with where the M365 licenses included Microsoft Teams, this is good. And to use all the features, you need the Teams Premium add-on. And when your client or your tenant has these licenses, you can go to a user, select the license, assign it to the user, and then take a couple of seconds, and the feature set which comes with Microsoft Teams Premium should be available to the user. When you would like to use sensitivity labels and all the features around it for Microsoft Teams meetings, there's an additional requirement. Then you need the M365 E5 license package or the E5 F5 compliance or F5 security and compliance subscription, which is part of the Microsoft 365 E5 license package. So one of them, it's required if you would like to use sensitivity labels in Microsoft Teams meetings. When we are talking about the feature set in Microsoft Teams Premium, we need to differentiate between the organizer-based and the attendee-based features. So there are two types of features. Organizer-based features are available to everyone in a Microsoft Teams meeting when the organizer has Microsoft Teams Premium add-on licensing. And attendee-based features are only for users with Microsoft Teams Premium available. Here's a QR code. It is linked to a Microsoft Learn article, the official Microsoft Learn article, where you find more information, more insights about the organizer and attendee-based features, and also a list of the different features with an annotation if it is an organizer or an attendee-based feature. To have here a better understanding what is an attendee-based feature or an organizer-based feature, I have this diagram for you. What we can see here are on the left side the live caption translation as an example for an organizer-based feature, and on the right side the post-transcription translation, which is user-based. Then we have the users in blue, which are enabled for Teams Premium license or have assigned the license, and we have the gray users where the Teams Premium license is missing. And for the organizer-based license features, like live caption translation, what does it mean when you have a Teams meeting and you have transcript enabled for the meeting? You have the option for subtitles in a Teams meeting, and if you are a Teams Premium user, or better to say the organizer is Teams Premium user with the Teams Premium license, the attendee of this meeting are able to select or to do a live translation of this subtitle. So what you can see here on the left side of the first scenario, organizer-based features, is that the organizer itself has the Teams Premium license assigned, and all attendees of this meeting, and it doesn't matter if the user has the Teams Premium license itself as an attendee or not, can use the live caption translation in this meeting. Therefore, we have for all users the green mark. If the organizer on the right side doesn't have the Teams Premium add-on, the feature live caption translation in a meeting is not available to any user. So it doesn't matter if the user has the Teams Premium add-on or if the user doesn't, no, the other way. So if the user has the Teams Premium add-on or the user doesn't have the Teams Premium add-on, if the organizer does not have the Teams Premium add-on license, all users in the meeting cannot use this feature. When we go to the right side, we have the post-transcription translation. This means if the meeting was recorded and you as the user go to the meeting and watch the recording, there's also a transcription, and here we have the same feature that after the meeting we can activate the subtitle in the recording, and use here translation of this transcription as a subtitle. And this feature is a user-based feature, as you can see here. And then if a user who has the Teams Premium license assigned can use this feature to translate the transcription, if a user is watching this recording without Teams Premium license, he will just see the original transcription and there's no option to do a translation of it. So post-transcription, user-based license stuff, live caption translation, organizer-based stuff. So far, so good. Coming now to the features. As I said, there are a lot of features. You will see this later. So I just picked some examples of the meeting features which are available with the Teams Premium license. There are different categories for Microsoft Teams meetings, or with the focus on Microsoft Teams meetings you gain with the Microsoft Teams Premium license add-on. For example, if you have the Teams Premium license add-on, you are able to do a lobby customization and meeting backgrounds, and can deploy meeting backgrounds. What does it mean, lobby customization? Here you can upload images and customize the join experience during a meeting. So if you enter or start a meeting, you will get the join experience screen where you can select the audio device or the video device for the meeting. And this window will be displayed in the, or you can change, customize this look of the join experience window, can upload images, change the main colors and all the stuff. Then we have also the option with the Teams Premium on to customize the images for Better Together mode in Microsoft Teams meetings. So you can upload your own scenarios, your own scenes to Microsoft Teams and make them available to users with the Teams Premium add-on license, and so they can use them in the Better Together scenario. Then, as already explained, we have the live subtitle with translation into different languages. Microsoft supports here multiple languages. And what it means, I already explained a few slides before. Then the last both are very new features. One hand is decorate my background. That means I can use AI on this and activate it. And in that case, AI will clean up my room, for example, if I have some books in the background or something, I don't know, gouge or something like that. AI will try to clean up this. So it will make a screenshot of my current background, will do some magic fancy stuff. And then I can use this image of the background, more or less AI generated, for as a background in the Microsoft Teams meeting. I heard from a colleague, for example, that he had a poster behind him, and that was replaced by a calendar, for example, by the Decorate My Background feature. The interesting part here is that Microsoft is doing a screenshot and of the current background, and AI will generate a new cleaned up background for you. And this is stored in your background folder on the desktop or on the PC. And therefore, you can use this decorate my background image also a few days or weeks later, so it is stored in your background image folder. The next topic, manage what attendees see. This is also a brand new feature, and it brings live events features to a normal Microsoft Teams meeting. That means that when you enable this feature, you as an organizer can do some kind of you can move or define what the attendees will see during the Microsoft Teams meeting. This is also very, very nice. Producer, so it's more producer role. That's what I'm looking for. So when we have the manage what attendees see, you have some kind of producer role in a normal Microsoft Teams meeting and then control what the attendees will see during the meeting. When we go to the protection and security points, we get some advanced protection for Microsoft Teams meetings. That doesn't mean that a normal Microsoft Teams meeting is not secure or it's unsecure. That's why I wrote advanced protection. What does it mean? You can define settings for specific meeting types. So you can build meeting templates, for example, and can define in this meeting template if the lobby is active for your meetings or not. Perhaps now you are asking yourself, what is Thorsten talking about here? Because I already have the Microsoft Teams meeting policy in the Teams Admin Center where I can enable or disable the lobby and how to use it. That's right. But when you take a deeper look on it, it's more or less only a recommendation by the IT administrator. So if you set the global Teams meeting policy to enable the lobby, and then it will take 24 hours to deploy this update in the background. So on the next day, a user schedules a meeting, and the user opens the Teams meeting options during scheduling the meeting. The user is able to change this lobby setting. So the lobby is enabled because the global policy has enabled that one. But if the user thinks, I know it better, I don't need the lobby here, the user is able to disable the lobby. Even the Teams meeting policy enable the meeting lobby. So from my point of view, it's more or less a recommendation in specific features. And here the Teams Premium add-in and the template feature comes in, because in the templates, I can define if the lobby is active or not. No difference to the normal meeting policy. But what I can do in a template is that I lock this feature, so there's no chance for the user, for the organizer, if he used the template, to change this value. And I can also hide this option. So I can lock the option and I can hide the option. When I hide this option, it is not visible anymore, and the user is not able to change this too. Then I can assign sensitivity labels for meetings. This can be made by templates too. I can activate watermarking during a meeting. What does it mean? If I have a meeting to present my timeline for the upcoming days or upcoming weeks, months, and would like to present a new product, for example, of course, me as a company, I'm interested that this information is not leaked to external. And what I can do here is to enable watermarking for my Microsoft Teams meeting. And when I'm, as an organizer or presenter, start my video or the presentation or desktop sharing, all the attendees will get watermarking over this sharing with their own email address. So each participant of the meeting will see their own email address as an overlay of the shared desktop or window. And then if an attendee makes a screenshot of it and share it on a social network, for example, I know at the end who is responsible for the screenshot and can ask him or whatever I would like to do with him. But then I know who has leaked this information. Then another topic is end-to-end encryption. For a meeting, we already know the end-to-end encryption feature from one-on-one calls. And now this is also possible for a meeting if I have a Teams Premium add-on. And of course, this is the most relevant and highlighted feature, I guess, from Teams Premium. And this is very important to understand, that intelligent meeting recap, one of the 5 most use cases I ever seen or often used with Copilot, It is not a Copilot feature. Intelligent Meeting Recap was introduced with Microsoft Teams Premium. Of course, it used AI from Microsoft, but my Intelligent Meeting Recap was already there when Microsoft released Microsoft Copilot. And this is very interesting, and a lot of customers are confused here because they think Intelligent Meeting Recap is an exclusive feature of Microsoft Copilot, and that's not the case. So Intelligent Meeting Recap belongs to Microsoft Teams Premium, so you get a lot of features, as I said. One of these features is Intelligent Meeting Recap. And when Microsoft released and announced Copilot, most or all of the customers ask, "Hey, Microsoft, I have bought the Microsoft Copilot licenses, and I thought that I'm now able to do Intelligent Meeting Recap, but unfortunately, it's not possible to do it. What's wrong?" And then Microsoft explained, Intelligent Meeting Recap is a Teams Premium feature. It doesn't belong to Copilot. You have to buy both licenses, Intelligent or Microsoft Teams Premium and Copilot. And of course, customers were angry about this. And after a while, Microsoft decided that the feature Intelligent Meeting Recap can be used by Copilot users or Copilot licensed users. So now Intelligent Meeting Recap and just Intelligent Meeting Recap is part of Copilot, and you do not have to buy both licenses for this. And at the end, what is the feature of Intelligent Meeting Recap? Intelligent Meeting Recap allows you to automate the post-meeting summarization. So you get a window, a recap in Microsoft Teams meeting. We'll show you some screenshots afterwards in the next slides. You get a recap tab, and here you get a transcript an AI-based meeting summary with some nice features I will show you in a couple of minutes. What is the prerequisite for this? And don't forget this is a transcript. So you need a transcript to have Intelligent Meeting Recap. Without transcript, Intelligent Meeting Recap will not work. So as I mentioned, what I have presented now for the last couple of minutes, were just a few examples of features you gain with the Microsoft Teams Premium license. What is very good, I have here another QR code for you. It is the official Microsoft Learn article to Microsoft Teams Premium, and you get a good overview about the different categories and what is included in Microsoft Teams and in Microsoft Teams Premium. So Microsoft built a table with the different categories, like you can see here for meetings, for example. Then a list of features, and on the right side, you get an indication if it is included in Microsoft Teams, so with your normal Microsoft Teams license, and which of the features are included with Teams Premium add-on. So here you get a overview about the feature sets and for which features you need to buy the Teams Premium add-on. And as I said, this is just the meetings category, but there are, since the GA, there are so many other categories coming by Microsoft, so they involved or developed so many features for different categories around Microsoft Teams meetings. When I just do a feature overview for each category, I would say it has to be a speaker slot of 2 or 3 or 4 hours. So take the QR code, go to the Microsoft site. There you get the tables to get an overview about the different features and which is included in the Teams Premium add-on. So, as already mentioned, Intelligent Meeting Recap is not the meeting Copilot. So I built an overview, what is Intelligent Meeting Recap and what is meeting or Copilot in meeting. Here I have a screenshot for you, or two screenshots to be better here. On the left side, I am in the meeting, and on the right side, it's the after meeting or the recap of the meeting. So it's after a meeting. And what you can see here is that we are using the Microsoft Copilot during the meeting, and after a meeting, it's the intelligent meeting recap feature. So what brings now the Copilot in Microsoft Teams meeting? You can click here on this icon, Copilot, then a chat box sidebar is coming up. And here you can ask, I think this is already well known because Copilot is everywhere since a few months now. The assistant, you can put here prompts or enter prompts, and Copilot will try to answer your questions and your prompts. You can enter different questions, of course. So send me or give me a summary of the last 15 minutes or something like that. And the interesting part is that in the past, this meeting recap was based on the transcript only. Since last week, when I'm not totally wrong, we now have the option that, or Microsoft Copilot will also include the chat messages from the Teams meeting because Microsoft released the Wave 2 and announced that, when I'm not totally wrong, that the chat messages are now included in the recap, or Copilot can use also the chat messages from a meeting for a summary and all the stuff, all the magic Copilot is doing here. When we take a look on the left side regarding the Teams Premium Intelligent Meeting Recap. So first of all, when you go in the details of a meeting, you have here a tab Recap or Zusammenfassung in German. And when you click on this, when you click on this tab, you get I guess a well-known overview with a recording of the meeting itself. And then on the left side, you will get some information. If you use the meeting notes with Loop, based on Loop, you can see this information here. But the intelligent meeting recap feature itself, it will also create AI-based notes for you. So if you have the Teams Premium license, you will see this additional button. And when you click on it, you will get the AI-generated meeting notes. They are generated automatically from the transcript, which belongs to the, or coming from the recording you hopefully started when the meeting started too. And so you get an overview, a summary of the meeting itself. And at the end, you also see some tasks. This is based on, if someone has mentioned you, for example, Thorsten, please request an offering for, then you will see this as a to-do, as a task at the end of the list. In some good idea for the video recording itself, you also have some interesting stuff for the AI notes. It's important to understand that you just can copy the whole stuff. You have here a copy button, then it will be copied to the clipboard, and you can paste the information in any other application, of course. Unfortunately, there's currently no option that you can click, for example, on one of the tasks and create a task in Outlook To-Do Planner or something like that. So if you will see this task, but then you have to create your own tasks in Planner To-Do, Outlook, whatever you use. So this is a little bit, it's more a 95% solution, I would say. Some room for improvements. The other topic we have with Intelligent Meeting Recap is that we have a button for mentions. So if someone mentioned you will get an overview about this position in the transcript. And if you click on this, the recording will switch to this position, and then you can directly start to see why you were mentioned and if there is something you need to be aware of. Last but not least, we also have here a summary of the video, so we get an information who spoke on one, who spoke when in the video, how long does the person speak or spoke, and of course for two people that's not so wow effect, but when you have many people in the meeting, this could be helpful. Then we have topics. So the AI will try to understand and create topics for you. So, and based on this, also some chapters. This is based on the PowerPoint slides you presented during the meeting and on the transcript too. And because everything is related to transcript, short journey to Microsoft Teams meeting recordings and expiration. Why this is so important? As you perhaps know, or hopefully you know, that Microsoft implemented a feature 1 year or 2 years ago that meeting recordings will expire after 120 days by default. So if you do a meeting, you do a meeting recording, it will automatically expire after 120 days, and therefore it will be deleted and go into the recycle bin. To control this, you can use a meeting policy in the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. As I said, by default, it is 120 days. You can decrease this value to 1, or you can extend to 999, I guess. Or you can use a PowerShell to set this value never expires by setting the value to -1. Unfortunately, there's no option to set the policy to never expires by Teams Admin Center. You have to use a PowerShell here. What is also important to know that when you change this value, it will be applied to all meeting recordings you are doing after this change. So if you already have used the meeting recording for the last 2 years and the default value was 120 days, all your recordings will expire after 120 days of the recording. You also see this information on the recording itself. So if you go to on the recap tab of the meeting and click on open and stream, you can find it on the right top corner. It will open the stream web app, and here you will have an indication when the video will expire. Of course, I'm as an organizer, I'm able to change this value, and also I'm able to disable the expiration. Yeah, this is just me, and I need to do it manually. The important thing why I'm talking about this is that the transcript belongs to the meeting recording. So I did a test with Michael, and we did the recording. And of course, the recording has been done with or the organizer who organized this meeting has a Teams Premium Addon license. We did this recording, and then we waited for the expiration of the recording. And yeah, then we opened the meeting again after a while because the meeting itself or the recording was expired. It was deleted, of course. And the first surprise was that when you open the detail tab on the meeting itself, you can still see that there is attached a recording and transcript. I'm not sure why that is, why you can still see the recording and the transcript, because it doesn't exist anymore. It was deleted by the auto expiration feature. But yeah, in first instance, it looks like everything is good. Recording and transcript is still there. But when you then open the recap tab, you get an error message that the recording is currently unavailable. And of course, all the information here is missing, and of course also the AI notes are missing. So I took the time and opened my OneDrive and switched to the recycle bin, where normally all your data is moved to when you delete a file or delete also the recording, because Microsoft implemented a feature that the recording of a meeting is being stored in the organizer's OneDrive. That's good. So I'm able to see what is in the recycle bin when the expiration feature has deleted my recording, and also I'm able to restore the deleted recording. For this, I can select the deleted recording, just click on restore, and immediately the recording, the video file is restored in my OneDrive. And so when I go back into Microsoft Teams on the recap meeting, you can see that now it looks a little bit better, because I have the video here, I have the information about who spoke when, so this is all fine. But what you can see also is that on the right side, where we normally should find AI notes, these AI notes aren't available anymore. So even I restored the video, and so the transcript too, this information is gone and is missing. So be aware of this topic. So it's not a question of time here. I waited several days and still the message is AI notes aren't available. So be aware of this. And it could be a problem. So take a look into your Teams Admin Center, take a note, or take a look on the auto expiration policy. Perhaps it is a good idea to define a new meeting policy and set the auto expiration policy to never expire, and assign this special meeting policy without auto expiration to specific people in your organization who use the intelligent meeting recap, so they are able to get the information in a few months or even a few years. So as a summary for what is Copilot recap, here a graph or a short graphic for this, to resume that intelligent meeting recap is a feature from Microsoft Teams Premium, and you if you have a Copilot license, you will just get the intelligent meeting recap features from the Teams Premium license, and not all the other interesting features like deploy background images, customize join experience, get more security with sensitivity labels or meeting templates, and all the other stuff. So it's just the intelligent meeting recap from the Teams Premium. You have access with your Copilot license. Perhaps this is good enough. I'm not sure. On the other hand, if you are not sure if Copilot is the right one, you can also start with a meeting recap or the Teams Premium license to get the meeting recap, and have a Copilot Lite, for example. Depends on your business needs, of course. So what's next? What is the future of Microsoft Teams Premium Addon? Microsoft Teams Premium Addon. First of all, interesting stuff. As I said in the beginning, when Microsoft or the Teams Premium Addon went GA in 2023, it was first focused or initially focused on Microsoft Teams meetings. So you get more features in Microsoft Teams meetings. But now, since beginning of this year, we can say, no, it's not just only meetings. You will get also some more features for Microsoft calling. So if you work with Microsoft Teams phone system, for example, Huawei, then you get a new feature and a new app, and it calls Microsoft Teams Queues app. The Queues app itself provides some features and additional features for auto-attended and call queues. What are auto-attended and call queues? Just a short wrap up. With auto-attended and call queues, you can implement hotline and call center-like solutions for your Microsoft Teams phone system. For example, for the IT support hotline. And in the past, it was quite difficult to get an overview how many calls comes in, how many calls were successful, how many calls were lost because the caller waited too long, what is the average call time with the agent and all the stuff. And now Microsoft involved or developed, published the Queues app. It is in public preview since last week, end of September. And now you get all the live metrics of a call. Additionally, you as a user, you can get some kind of supervisor role. And with this, the Teams administrator can grant you specific permissions to manage a call queue or an auto attendant. So you are able, as a Teams user, without admin permissions, to change, for example, the opening hours or the call flow for out of business hours or the vacation holiday set. So very interesting, because all these management features are available in the Microsoft Teams client, and you just need the Teams Queues app and, of course, Teams Premium license. If you would like to have more information about the Queues app, just follow the QR code here. It is the official tech community article from Microsoft with more details about the Teams Queues app. Then we have Intelligent Call Recap. So basically, more or less the same feature set I already explained to you about Intelligent Meeting Recap will now come to calling. For a one-on-one call, you can enable this feature, Intelligent Call Recap. It works for Teams one-on-one calls, but also for PSTN calls. So Teams calls coming from the PSTN. And if you enable the recording with transcript, of course, this is a requirement to use Intelligent Call Recap. The PSTN caller will be notified about the recording and the transcript. And when you end the call, you will see a recap tab for the call, and then you will get also AI-generated notes and some informations here. And of course, I think it was in March, Microsoft Places. Currently, it's Microsoft Places is still in public preview, so it's not. There's no official information what is licensing about Microsoft Places. But when you take a look on the QR code here, you will find the website from Microsoft with a blog post about it. And at the end of this blog post, there are some informations that Teams Premium is required to use some features in Microsoft Places, or this is my understanding so far. When you would like to know what is the roadmap to Microsoft Teams Premium on what features are coming in the next few months, in the next few weeks, I can recommend you to go to the official M365 roadmap. Then you can filter in the product section to Microsoft Teams and enter Premium as a keyword in the search. And then you will see in the summary all features which are in development, rolling out, or launched for Microsoft Teams Premium. Everywhere you have this Teams Premium, or this Premium in brackets behind it, is a feature where the Teams Premium license add-on is required for. So this is, gives you a good overview what will come as new feature in the future to Microsoft Teams Premium. So more or less end of the slide deck here, short summary. So Microsoft Teams Premium has a lot of features. It brings us a lot of features we've been waiting for in parts. So some of them, I thought myself, oh my goodness, why we need now the Teams Premium add-on to get this feature? It's obviously that we need this feature, but hey, now it's there. So some of the Teams Premium features, not all, are really required and brings more good richer feature set to you, depending on the departments. So, for example, if we think about the marketing department and the option to build Microsoft Teams meeting templates, there is no need to select which team meeting options should be enabled, disabled, and all this stuff, because we have the template. So it's more easier for the marketing team to set up an event to present the upcoming products, for example. Also, when we think about the meeting Teams join experience, of course, it is great that we now customize all the stuff, have our own logos and own colors in the join experience. So it's more familiar with me and looks more like my company when I join the meeting. So these are great features. But of course, these features are not features who need everyone in the company. So you need to see or ask your department's features are good to use for you, and then you can decide if a Microsoft Teams Premium license is required or not. So depending on the feature set, this is not a must-have for all users, of course. My recommendation is a license by use case. So ask your users, what are the use cases? Are these one of these features interesting for you? Is there a business need to have this feature? And if so, use the Microsoft Teams Premium add-on, assign it to the user, and then, of course, don't forget the user adoption and training so they are able to use these features. With the latest updates from February and May this year, the features itself mixing up now, what I explained short slides before. So now Teams Premium is not just focused on Microsoft Teams. There are also the calling features coming in and Microsoft Places. So the Teams Premium add-on has now several feature sets, and optimized Microsoft Teams give us more benefits for Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams Premium add-on is not just a meeting add-on anymore. It gives you more and more features, and I'm excited to see what's coming in the future and what other features coming with Microsoft Teams Premium. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining my virtual session here at the Scottish Summit. I hope it was helpful to you to get an overview, to get some details. Use the option to connect with me on LinkedIn. If you have any other questions, just contact me there. And that's it for today. Thanks a lot and see you soon.